All right. Luke here with Under the Basket. We got the Rumble footage. Myself and Chase Roberts at Iron Line Disc Golf. We're going to do the commentating. He was the tournament director for the Rumble. So we're going to start it up here. The old flyby action. Starting off on hole 2, we got Izak McDonald, Nikko Locastro, Terry Rothlisberger, and Joel Freeman. What do you normally do on this hole?
I try to throw a big hyzer right over the water. It rarely works.
Ooh. I don't even remember what time they teed off at.
11.
It was definitely already windy.
It's spring, so down the pipe works real well. But you gotta still play it hard against that wind.
Yeah, that's what Nikko's lining up to do.
Yeah, big hyzer's a great line here.
And I think I kind of lose his shot. I kind of get excited on the zoom in there. But he lands, you can see it right down to the right, by the bench, kind of.
Yeah, I probably caught some of the branches or long thorns.
I had met Terry before.
Great guy.
I don't remember where, but I feel like I've played with him or something. Maybe he just has a familiar face. Joel going up the gut.
You know, that could be long. I mean, not for sure, but...
Yeah, he ends up having a putt at it, but I lost it on the... I thought he was maybe long in the water.
Par putt.
Izak kind of blew my mind for being 17 years old.
How did he end up there?
His drive just, I think he let it go a little, or Joel here?
Yeah, I thought he went long. He must have hit a tree.
Hit something.
You don't want to go long. If you get past into that hillside, it sucks. Well, 35-footer. He's just past where the drop zone normally is. Maybe 45 feet.
Nikko's so good at putting.
Fantastic.
I mean, even if he misses, he's normally always hitting the basket and dropping straight down. Unlucky chain out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough putt from where Terry was, especially with that basket bent downward.
Yeah. A little less of an...
I miss it all the time. 3's par, you know, I mean, it's no worries.
Yeah.
2's a bonus. It's, you know, even it looks real easy going down the pipe, but it's not as easy as it looks into a headwind. You're lucky basically not to flip it into the lake.
Yeah.
Hole 3, I mean, I've seen some guys with a lot of success with rollers, but the stronger arm throwers can actually put it all the way up to the parking lot and then get it to turn. I usually land right behind that grill.
The benches and stuff add a different little element to it.
Well, we try to get them out of there, but, I mean, it's impossible. People just show up, and it's just like, why is this picnic table by the woods? It needs to be in the middle of the fairway.
Nikko went for the roller.
Yeah, see?
I kind of lose it with where he was standing.
He didn't get under it.
But
See, a great shot there. You're always going to have a decent play to the basket
Yep.
with the sidearm up there.
Terry had a really good drive.
Yeah.
Joel let it go a little early.
You can pay if you get in early, and that shul, it's thick. Yeah, that's...
I think he wanted
what
it
I
to
always
flip
think
a
I'm
little
gonna
more,
do.
but
Yeah, I mean, you know, anywhere in the center, though. I mean, playing for a 2 here is really difficult. See, like, I don't know where... it doesn't look
he was
good.
he's like kind of right on the fringe. He had an all right look to get a 3 up there. Is
Izak, that dude would jump putt from 200 feet, I think.
is this a par 4 or par 3?
I think it's played par 4. I 4 it more times than I 3 it. See, like
Yeah,
stuff like that.
It's really thick where Joel's
Terry,
in.
nice easy up shot.
Yeah.
That's why you just throw that nice click if you got it.
Yeah, he's gonna get a easy 3 and got a little happy with the zoom in. And this was my first time following and with these cameras, so as you can tell, the first couple holes I'm definitely getting adjusted to zooming in and zooming out, trying to keep it steady. Izak, really unlucky.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. He could have laid up.
Yeah.
See?
I'm sure Nikko's putting with a wizard.
Most likely. Yeah. Tough start for Izak.
Mm-hmm.
He's a solid player.
The chains of the Innova disc catchers always sound so good.
Well, and those are all new tops Innova sent out. You can see the rust stains on
Oh,
the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a batch that got sent out a long time ago that they were real crummy. But Innova's real great about putting them on, new ones on, and they also sent us those flags at the top, which is a generous donation as well.
And some of the flags don't really let you actually know how windy it actually was on some of these.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's deceiving.
It is. They're not, totally different wind off the tee than you're seeing on the green on this hole, especially because of the blockage.
Yep. I really like this hole, but that's just because I'm left-handed and I can just play a big hyzer out there with like a zone or something.
Yeah, used to be, you could, I would even throw a banshee down there and just play the skip up to the basket, right down the, pretty much follow the drone, but now I usually throw a putter at it with a little bit of ante and let it stall out. I don't have a thumber anymore, so.
Yeah, I rarely throw thumbers. They kind of hurt my shoulder.
They'll do that.
Nikko had a good line. It just seemed like it came up a little softer than what he wanted.
Yeah, and it's easy to slide into that wood side there, and it's a bigger putt than what it looks like. That looks like a good line.
Yeah, Joel had a really strong flick off the tee, and I catch the tail end of it. Yeah, resting right there.
It's a tough hole to commit to, too. You
Yeah.
got to deuce it, but it's hard.
Especially with even a shot like especially where Joel is with that downhill.
If you lower
away from
Izak's line, that's it. That's it. That's how you just skip right to the bucket with a lot less danger than anything else.
The flag gives a good indication of wind on this one.
Yes.
Izak with a great upshot.
Yeah, easily you can just skip right over the hill, roll down into the lake. Which, let's see.
Almost what happened to Terry. I don't think it rolled in.
You know what? This is about a standard putt for this hole, too.
Yep. And he
So,
cashes
that's
it.
earning it right there.
Yeah. Let's see. This is hole 4. Let's see.
Nikko's putt's tricky because of the way the wind bounces up the hill off the lake.
Yep. And just right a little bit low.
It's scary. It's a tough putt.
Joel ended up getting the only birdie on the hole.
Nice putt there.
Yep. Especially with all that headwind.
Yeah, that's a solid save. You could easily roll. He caught it right. You could easily roll into the lake. I see it all the time. I do it all the time.
Best time to play Westlake is when it's in the winter and all froze over.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that statement.
At least
you want to score well anyway.
Yeah. Especially being left-handed, and I don't have a strong flick to really get me anywhere reasonable, I really don't like this hole.
No, it's not a favor to lefties anywhere. You got to have, a solid 400 in the bag just to get to the comfortable landing zone righty hyzer over the lake.
And that's when there's like no wind to have to mess with your shot.
And I'm talking precise too. It's like trying to land on a patio.
Dan got that drone right behind it.
just to set yourself up for the 3. I mean, you've got to have a solid 4 in the bag.
Yeah.
Some people play it into the rocks. There's a little bit of ways to navigate the rules, but
Joel looks like he comes off good,
that's got a hyzer.
and the wind just kills it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a top level pro, and Terry looks like he's playing bailout, and that could easily get to the other lake.
It might have actually.
You do not want to cross the hill high. Nikko knows.
Oh yeah, that was a good rip.
See, like, I mean, if you play it into the rock, you play it in the rock, but that's about as,
That
between there and about 20 feet forward, you're got a shot at 3.
and he was almost not even there.
Ooh. That's about where the drop zone is. It's tough. All right, Joel's off the drop zone.
Yep, Joel's on the drop zone.
And he's into some thick shul.
Yeah, he went in there.
Yeah, it's there.
Terry
And that's
flips
what I
over on
usually
him.
do. It's so easy to flip your driver out in the
Yeah.
middle of the lake.
Yeah,
And it's gone forever.
it had such good distance too. Just
It's easy to do the same thing from here because you're throwing downhill.
Skip.
hi Mac.
See, hey, Jesus, skip off the water maybe, but that's what you're looking for.
It was.
right
I think
there.
it was right on the bank. I couldn't really tell if it was Nikko with a nice hyzer line. Just
Yeah, see, he played the bailout too.
Yep.
I mean, he's willing to take the 4. You got to be so perfect to try for
Yeah.
the 3 there.
And I think with the wind, it might have just deterred him a little too much. And
That's safe.
Yep.
I mean, and
That's good.
from where Terry is, that's a jump putt if you're a good putter. As far as Izak didn't jump at it.
good safe up shot.
Yeah.
Joel just looking to.
This hole is super easy to 7.
There is a 7 on the card,
Oh,
actually.
See? Was it Joel?
No, it actually wasn't.
Oh, Terry probably
Terry.
with that OB. He probably went to
Yeah.
the other lake then, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. It's not circled, but
See, and I mean, it's so scary. Anytime you get it 25 feet to the left of that basket, like you're putting back at the lake, and in that wind, it's scary.
yeah. Joel took a 5.
That's
big,
a banging putt, though.
Big putt. Definitely feeling it from 4.
Yeah. There's fear in that. I'm telling you. There's a pucker factor.
I honestly was really digging Nikko's pants. They were cool looking.
They look like they're wind resistant.
Yeah. They look like they kind of remind me of this like Columbia pair of zip-offs that I have. That good lightweight material is so nice for the summertime.
So this is the hole that a lot of the pros weren't happy with us playing. But you know what? Everybody plays the same hole.
Yeah.
Figure it out. From the shorts, it's just not the same hole. So they used to cut a gap in here. They don't cut it in anymore. I'm sure everybody complained about it before teeing. Yeah, I guess he's playing 3.
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
No, I think Isaac's lining up for that gap.
Oh, I don't know if he
And
made it.
it got gobbled up. He's in the middle of it.
It's not there, and you don't take it for a reason. There we go.
He gets hung up
Yeah,
right
not
on
so
the
much.
edge there. But yeah, he's on the fringe. Terry got caught up too.
Nikko's looking pretty smart at this point.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, it's 45, 50 foot. That's where bad drives will land if you just try to throw the big spike hyzer. Righty.
Now Isaac's in there. You can kind of see his purple, pink shirt, but
So yeah, and like, was the gap, trying to hit that non-existent gap worth it? Probably not. but your buddy's cousin's friend hit it, so.
Nikko, just a routine up shot.
Yeah, I mean, in with a 3. You know, I mean, yeah, if the gap's there, it's a deuceable hole all day. It still can be deuced now. It just takes a big putt.
Yeah, I mean, good up shot from Izak.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, you know, you're taking a bogey on the hole.
Yeah.
It's not a par 4. Just get it up there and get it over with. And it should be said, you know, I mean, it's easy to fall off on the left side. It's all downhill into the woods. So.
Yeah. Nikko with the only real par look.
Yeah, I mean, just it looked like he threw a putter off the tee.
Gets a stroke on everybody.
Yeah,
there.
stroke on the field for just saying, well, I'll just take a 3.
I like Joel's purple putters.
He's banging them, that's for sure.
I've never really putted with Innova putters before, but I like the purple ones.
So here I usually throw just big hyzer out at 13 St. Let it
This
come
one was
back
a
in.
hard one to catch on camera. You can kind of see him coming
Yeah.
in, but
Well, enough, you know, I mean, it's tricky. It's real tricky for a lefty.
yeah, this hole always gives me trouble. Most of the time I throw like a rock or a buzz just on an ante line and let it just
just
kind of
cave
glide
it.
in.
Get in.
Nikko threw a good shot there.
Yeah.
It's
see him
so
coming
precise.
behind
If
the
you go
trees.
just a little long into that rough behind it, I mean, you're
Yeah.
basically taking a 3 or a 4. I like to come up short.
I think Izak flipped his over a little bit and his faded back a little.
Yeah, see, he's still
later.
in the fairway though, and he still has a putt.
So
That looks
looking
decent.
for a big hyzer. See the orange coming in.
Yeah, that's a quality shot.
Hit stuff coming in the very end.
Kind of slipped
It
off
is
the
cracked.
pad, it looked like there.
Oh,
That
bad,
still
though.
looks decent.
Yeah. Izak on the fringe.
Yeah, it's hell to pay if you go in there any deeper. And Joel a little deep, but still able to putt out of it. Spring. Green bomb hasn't hit.
nice.
Get your
Joel.
deuce. Nikko's shot was quality.
Yep.
He's right on it.
And it
Oh, yeah.
seemed like, yeah, Terry ended
Yeah.
up really nice too. And it seemed like Nikko missed those first couple putts, but once he got his stuff going, it was basically on from there.
Definitely. And you know, you're coming into the stretch. It starts with 6 usually, but I mean, we'll say it starts with 7 because the 6 is tee. But you know, this is the birdie stretch. You've got to pick up a lot of these deuces in this
Yeah.
round, or else your round is going to be not what you had hoped for.
Yeah.
This one here, there is a big hyzer line, and yeah, hey, look at there.
Nikko went for it.
Now, more than likely, somebody will go up the chute. This hole used to be a lot more difficult back in the day because that whole left side used to be full of some kind of a crappy bush.
What? Go.
Joel goes up. He hyzered a little early. Saw him hit that branch there.
Sidearm's a good shot here, as long as you get it up the chute.
Yep.
I've seen Kale park this with the buzz so many times.
This
Back
is
in
a
the
hole
day.
that I don't worry about too much. He flipped it a little too aggressive there.
It's
think that wind
it's
kinda
trouble if
pushed
you
it.
come up short. Like you see where Nikko is, he came in short, and
Yeah.
like there's a lot of old pines and stuff. It's tough to get up out of there.
I think it's Nikko and Terry that were right there.
And you've got OB
This-
behind the basket. There's a parking lot off to the right,
And this just
and you
doesn't
roll down
stop.
this hill and you pay. Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to get out of the rough here at Westlake. People don't get it. Nobody plays the course, so it doesn't get beat up. There's branches everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, that's very true. And this is before all the leaves are even in. If
Yeah.
the leaves, if spring would
Oh
have
yeah,
been
we wouldn't
normal,
even see these guys.
it would be.
We'd see Terry's leg.
Yeah, you might be able to see a little glimpse of blue.
Yeah,
Yo, I thought
like
you
you
were
just
right
fell
Good
into
little
a
tree
bush,
kick.
dude. You know, probably full of thorns. You know, the uphill just makes it a bigger pull than what it seems.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people find out. The hyzer line, it is there. It's just tricky.
On the hole before on hole 7, Izak was the only one that didn't birdie that.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Nikko taking
3 out of 4.
And when I was filming this, I thought it was interesting that he chose to go to the left side. I figured he would kind of straddle to the right to let it play in. But
Yeah.
he's a lot better than me, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got probably such a good straight line putt that he probably had a
Doesn't
straighter
matter.
line at it than what it looked at from video.
The angle.
I probably would have took the hyzer. Oh, let me use my pig. Yeah, I'll just take a 5.
Joel tapping in.
Man, Nico's disappointed about that.
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
All those guys can get that to the bucket, you know, on any given day.
Yeah.
It just, you know, just didn't pan out.
This next one, I normally throw like kind of maybe a flippy T-bird. I used to throw a leopard on it and just let it flip hyzer in.
Yeah, I'll crush a T-bird or Thunderbird at it now and just let it play over that tree.
With how confident my flick has been over the last like year or two, I would maybe flick this now if the wind was how it is now, going right to left.
Well, lefty. Well, yeah, lefty for sure.
Yeah.
There is actually like a junky line down the previous fairway
I
that's
think
evolved.
Terry clipped that tree there right before that pine tree on the right.
It's not hard. And it's an odd angle that doesn't really show on film.
Yep, and it kind of seemed like it was maybe a headwind at them, or I don't know. It was weird because Terry's like flipped over on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's pushing right pretty hard. If you get it up into it, you'll carry over the basket like Izak. Well, Isaac's probably, yeah, he's long.
Yeah,
He's long and almost down the hill to the next tee. I mean, that's a 40-footer at least.
yeah, he's got a big headwind putt here.
Yeah.
It's a little too high.
I like to pitch it back and forth several times.
So do I too.
Good putt there, though.
Yep,
Solid.
that was a good save.
Nikko for 2.
Putting down the other one. No straddle. I always think it's rare when I see him do not a straddle.
He's a field putter, I think. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm the same way. Sometimes I line up straddle and end up getting out of it, but
Switching out of it.
and he makes a lot more than me, so
Yeah.
sometimes it just don't feel right.
He has a couple USDGC titles. So
He does.
I'm gonna trust his.
I've seen
judgment.
it for years, so
Joel's
Joel's
putting was
solid
just-
putting. It seems so
Yeah.
far all day.
Yeah, since 4, he's just been able to put him in. Didn't really let his rough hole 3 affect him that much.
You being a lefty, you just go straight down over the grill here.
Yep.
See, I like to throw the big hyzer spike.
I throw a rock.
You
just
know?
right up the gut.
Yeah, you know, a lot of righties do too. Putter, usually, just like pro putter. You know, pro player throwing putters straight over the grill.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, maybe.
No, it's Fred.
Clip that tree. It was looking good. Maybe
Really?
hyzer in a little to the right, but
See, like, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know why. I mean, with the wind pushing to the, it looks like right to left, I throw the
I know.
hyzer.
and none of them go for it. At least I don't think. Maybe Izak does.
Yeah, get there.
It looks short, but
Oh, yep. Even Isaac's going up the gut.
yeah, like
Ooh, actually, this is a nice one.
He knows what to do.
Oh yeah, good shot
I
there.
forgot about that.
Yeah, that's good. Oh man, Terry came up pretty short.
Yeah.
good.
Little headwind coming at it there. Now a side wind. I don't. Kind of a tunnel back there. Still
Solid.
hitting it.
Solid putt. That guy's pretty solid.
Yeah, he crashed at my place for the Rumble, and I was putting with him and Alex Russell and Cameron Messerschmidt in my basement, and man, they can. When they're practicing, it's like watching an NBA player shoot threes, and they just drain them over and over and over.
Nikko, good putt there.
Yeah.
Gets his bird. He's on the edge of the ditch. 30 out, 35 out.
Back to back.
Solid tee
kneeling
for Izak.
putts, yeah.
Nice shot. Bounce it off the cage. Terry should have threw the hyzer. But I mean, next time I play it, I'll probably for it. So.
And where I stand for this one, I'm kind of back by the basket, so I think it might be a little difficult to see. Let's see here.
I go right over the grill here and just play a slow fade.
Yeah.
I've actually started throwing an envy here, but usually it would be a mid-range. I don't know if there is wind or anything like that, maybe a T-bird, just something that's not going to crush fade because you tend to get a skip and end up too far off.
Yep.
A little bit downhill, so I mean it carries a little farther than you think at the end.
I believe this first one coming in was Joel.
He's putting.
The next one coming in should be Nikko. Yep, looked like I saw his hat there. Good little skip
Yeah,
roll.
it's easy to underthrow. You know, I mean, it's easy to underthrow.
It's with that slope going towards the green like that. I feel like
Yeah.
it can you can really misjudge the length.
Well, and you kind of expect your disc to pick up speed at the end.
No, I think
You
it
know,
was Terry.
it's just enough of a slant that it should carry.
No,
it.
that one was Izak. This one was Terry right here. Terry was last.
Yeah, that's butter.
Terry.
It's probably because he stayed in the cabin. He probably played this hole like 13 times.
And this is where it was a little bit windier than what the flag was indicating. Those are kind of maybe heavy flags. They're nice though. I like when the basket's got those on top.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to gauge something. I
Oh.
smoke, so, but not at majors anymore.
Just a little short.
So that was Joel that threw first, then, eh?
Yep.
Ugh.
Like the only bad putt. Kind of looked like it came out a little wobbly.
Yeah, nose down. Just a solid putter.
Yep.
I watched him bang his AM championship. AM
Really?
World's putt. Yeah, up in Madison. It was a clutch putt. He knocked it right down. Nice deuce, Terry.
Yeah, that was a good birdie.
It's that kind of hole. You know, I mean, you can get one guy that deuces it, two guys that deuce it, but like
Yep.
rarely are all four of you going to get it.
Nikko,
You hit the grill. You
With
know, I
how-
mean, anything can happen.
with how his putting has been the last few holes, he was not happy with missing that one. His ones he was making before that were a lot further away.
Yeah, he's never happy when he misses.
Yeah.
He's a great putter, and he always has been, and it's, you know.
That was 11, yeah. And they
This
split
one
it,
here-
Izak and Terry.
This one here can get you real easily. You get over to the right, you pay.
Yeah.
You throw it too far out to the left. There's different routes. People attack it from the backside of those woods off to your left as we're coming in on it. Some people just throw it straight down the pipe. Dave Arango used to throw a QJLS or a sidewinder and would just flex it at the end and would land down by the bucket. And it would, you know, just great shots. Threw up a little, but it was still a great shot.
I just take that route. Since I'm lefty, I just play a big hyzer and try to let something get down there.
Well, I mean, and, you know, you have a hyzer from there basically if you're right-handed. Or if you get long enough, you can play around the backside of those woods. Now, if Terry fades back, he's in a good spot.
And
Joel's playing a little higher.
Yeah, just a
He's
little
trying
too
to play
high.
it back into the path. It's not bad, you know. I mean, he has an awkwardly straight shot at it.
For me being lefty, if I can get closer to there, it's an easier approach. If I'm out where Izak is, it's kind of a rough approach shot. Nikko just cruised. You can see it at the top there.
Yeah, he crushed it.
He had a huge drive.
But as long as you don't go in too deep to the right side, I mean, you can get down there.
Yep.
Like, see, it's a scary shot.
Yep, it's scary.
That's
it
on
ends
the green,
up
but it's still scary.
He's right there. Now,
Lake comes up fast.
the footage does not give justice to Izak's shot right here because he threw those woods. There was a small line that he had at the top of the tree line, and he just went for it. And afterwards, he was like, "Oh man, I can't believe I hit that line."
Yeah, he left himself a jumper. Well, probably a straight putt for him, but
Terry faded a little in,
Yeah.
bit in, and
seeing, like, you can see he has
he pitched out
a little
too
bit of
far.
trickery.
Yeah.
Because it's not a gimme. You can't throw it too deep into that wood line.
Hit. Yes, sir.
Nice out though.
Yep. I think that was like a Scooby or something.
Maybe upside
Or a
down, maybe a
grenade.
grenade.
Yeah.
He's got those shots in his bag.
And that's where Nikko's drive landed. He's
Yeah,
right
he
on
just
the
turned
fringe.
it a bit.
Kind of
But the
kept it
fringe
zoomed
is,
in
you
there.
know, I mean, a foot or 40 feet, it don't matter. You're
Yeah.
facing the same crap.
I'm sure
Maybe
he has.
taking a hero line.
I'm sure he doesn't have a good shot.
Well, I mean, he's probably got a pitch out, but you're never looking for that in that situation.
Nope, he runs it.
Ah, good bid. Good bid.
That would have been such a good two,
Yeah.
especially from back there too.
Twos on that hole are few and far between. Like I said, I've seen it, but it just doesn't happen often.
Izak for his three.
Pretty
Good
sure
putt.
Ben and Mike got to a point where they were throwing it down on the green too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have huge arms. Terry with a good comeback. He went a little long on his, but
You know, I mean, if you told me you took a 4 on it, I wouldn't look at it like a bogey. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's like a 3.5. So I mean, I guess
Joel
it's a
with
little
an easy
high, but
three.
yeah, played well. Nikko too.
I don't think he was initially happy with his drive, but I mean,
Well,
it
it's one of
paid
those
off.
holes that you might be able to get it down farther in practice, but you know, tournament time a little different. 13, it's a monster. You
Yeah.
basically just want to throw it out past those telephone poles. For the
Yep.
most part, you know, like, I mean, if you're a right-hand, backhand thrower, you get a little bit of flex out of your turn and then just drop it on there. If you got a big enough arm, you go bigger, but you're not going to, you get too deep. I've actually seen people skip up and bring the wall into make the wall be a big problem.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get too close to the wall. It can hinder your second shot, and you
Yeah.
are, I mean, you already have a limited fairway because, I mean, the slopes on the sides, the top is not that wide, and if your disc starts rolling, it's it's going to roll.
No, I would say that in video it looks like you have a lot more room to work with than you have in reality. The basket is basically at the crest of the hill.
Yep.
So, like, I mean, and it's that way the whole way. Hey, under the basket.
Boom.
Rumble sponsor.
I thought that was funny, and it was perfect timing of the zoom out, but he didn't get enough on it like he wanted.
No, but, like, it's not the end of the world to be down to the left. As long as you don't skip into the lake or make the lake. There's landing areas down there. Some people actually will try to play it down there. If Joel skips in,
Boom.
yeah,
Yep.
that's a good spot to be. Little, I mean, right about where you want to be.
I think with the wind, he was just happy with getting up by
Yeah,
that short tee. Nikko going for a flick. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. See, that's got to come back a lot to not get the lake.
And it's down there somewhere. Terry looking to lay one
Yeah.
out. That's like perfect.
Yeah, it just needs to drop and fall,
Yep,
and that's
just needs to
right
sit.
what you want. Ooh, that's a poke.
Yeah.
And now he's a little on the hillside. It's still a good shot,
Yeah,
though.
it's all right. I believe he was OB. That's where the
Oh, if that's
right. Isn't that the short tee
yeah.
that you throw from that?
Yep.
That was
Maybe
a
goes to short
crush.
tee. Or short tee. Yeah, for sure. Joel in a good spot here.
Joel going for a
But you
big
have to
landing
pretty
on it.
much play it over the lake. One or the other.
Just letting it fade in. And I think with how tall it was, I'm pretty sure he just kind of rested on the
Yeah.
hillside there.
Nikko in the reeds.
Yep, he flips up.
If he don't make it to the other lake, not a bad play.
I think it rested.
And Terry has a great sidearm, so
His actually flips over a little too much.
yeah. I mean, it's a long shot from there.
Yeah.
It's easy to turn it over, especially at that weird angle.
Yeah, it looks like the only circle on the card was Izak off the drive. So, yeah, it's crazy that Nikko's rested up there because it seemed like it was going so much further right. Looked like a wizard.
Yeah.
And the stamp on the top.
And that's butter. That's a great upshot.
Yep, that was a good upshot. Terry, that was
Great
a good, wow.
shot from where he was.
Nikko's probably about 15, maybe 20.
Yeah.
If I could do that over.
Izak tapped in for his 5.
4 on this hole. I mean,
Yeah,
no worries at all.
3 4s in a circle 5. Izak bounced back from it.
If you play this course enough, you walk off with a 4, you kind of feel like you're winning.
Joel having a little fun with the tap in. Yeah, when I get a 4 on that, I'm ecstatic.
When I don't lose a disc on it,
Even
I'm
a
ecstatic.
5 with no circle, I'm like, okay.
Well, and it's easy to land up by the green and roll all the way down, bounce off the rocks, and land in the lake. You know what I mean? Or it's easy to try to fly the basket, land deep, and have to push out of those woods.
You
Back
get
to hole 2.
Oh, that is all of the that was all the front 12. So we are going to that wraps up the front 12. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Like and subscribe to our we're going to be having a new YouTube page coming out with all of our content, all that jazz, and be sure to check out Iron Line Disc Golf Supply. We got the back 12 coming up.